to see the vision, to imagine the goal, and to have the idea. That's very, very, very important to be able to see that. And so we're going to do an exercise in group participation here. I want everyone, we're going to close our eyes. When I count to 3, we're going to close our eyes. We're going to breathe in through our nose, hold it for 3 seconds, and then breathe out through our mouth. And we're going to clear our minds. We're going to do that 3 times. And we're going to keep our eyes closed. So let's do that on 3. Let's close our eyes. 1, 2, 3. Breathe in. Hold it for 3 seconds. Breathe out. Breathe in. Hold it for 3 seconds. Breathe out. One more time. Hold it in. Breathe in. Hold it. Breathe out. Now with your eyes closed, I want you to be able to see the kind of home that you would like to have. The kind of things that you would like to do. What would you like to produce in your life, for your family, for your future? What kind of goals would you like to accomplish? Swimming through the sea, jumping out of an airplane, climbing Mount Everest. What kind of contributions would you like to leave behind? What would you like to be known for? What kind of character would you like to have? What kind of person would you like to be? What kind of reach would you like to have in the community and in the government or in the world? And just imagine everything that you would ever want out of life. Now you guys can open your eyes. And you guys don't have to do it here, but you guys can do it at home. It's a simple exercise. And I did this in a dark, quiet place. And I wrote down a list of everything that I've ever wanted out of life. And that was one of the main keys that my mentor had given me to show me what to do at first. And it's important to have the vision, to have imagine the goal, and to have the ideal. I learned this principle and how much power it really has when I was working at a treatment center. And it was a treatment center for substance abuse. Here I am working on the overnight shift. I just started this job. And it was one of my goals to do this. And here was this young lady, very young, and she was pregnant. She was kicking heroin, and she was having some complications with her baby. So they checked her out to go to the hospital. Checked everything was fine. She comes back. It's about 2 o'clock in the morning. And she's outside in the car with her mom. And she refuses to come inside. She's having a hard time at this point in time. And so the supervisor comes out to come talk to her, try to convince her to come inside. Nothing happens. The charge nurse comes out to talk to her, to try to convince her to come inside. Nothing. And all of a sudden here comes a secondary nurse to come to try to talk to this young lady to get her to come inside. Doesn't budge. And they said, Jacob, you're the last person here on staff. You're the last one we can look to. Why don't you try to see if you can talk to her, see if you can get her to come inside? And I'm thinking to myself, these people have been working in this field for years. And I just started a few months ago. And so I go out there and I said I would do it. And she looks at me and she's like, are you going to try to make me go inside like everybody else? And I said, absolutely not. So no one can make anyone do anything that they don't want to. I said, what I would like to know is, other than getting high right now, what is it in life that you want more than anything in the world? And she had some trouble doing this, and I went through this exercise with her, and she closed her eyes, and I helped her see the house. She wanted to be a teacher and help kids, and she wanted to be a good mom to her daughter, and she wanted to provide a good home. She wanted to get married. She wanted to do all these great things. And she said, but it looks so impossible. And I said, well, lucky for you that I major in making the impossible possible, and taking things and ideas and making them into reality. And I told her about my story. I told her where it came from and the man that I met, the doctor, and the prescription. And she just says, it sounds so hard. And I said, it's supposed to be hard. Nothing in life that's worth doing is easy. I said, but everyone has to pay. I said, how many times have you circled this mountain? She said, more than I can count. I said, how many times have you been successful to stop circling this mountain? She said, I haven't. So what made you come here today? She says, I needed some help. And I said, here I am giving you the key to open the door to the opportunities to have everything you've ever wanted out of life. It starts today. And she looked at me and she said, I'm willing to go back inside. And I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, this girl is still on my Facebook. She had her baby. She has a wonderful family. She's doing very wonderful. She took the prescription and worked it. And so I learned something about vision. When we can see the vision, when we have the goal, when we have the ideas, then it's easier to pay the price. Because if we know what the promise is, then we're willing to put in the work. We're willing to do what we need to do today so we can change our tomorrow. As long as we have a clear vision of the future. to have those ideas. I like what Earl Nightingale says. I love this when he talks about success, because now we can start to be successful when we have the goal of the idea. And he says success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. It's the idea to say, this is what I want and I'm going to go for it. And then to take the steps every single day till that happens. And so it's important to have that vision.